interestingly, let me at this moment go to T.S. Singh. Remember, he is the Chhattisgarh minister who was hoping to be made chief minister by the Congress. Bhupesh Baghel remains in the chair, 6 months to go to Chhattisgarh as well. T.S. Singh, we were told that there was a promise made to you also. As Sachin Pilot claims there was a promise made to him by Rahul Gandhi. He would be made chief minister at some stage and so would you. How do you see what's happening in Rajasthan? Is it that the High Command, as Javed Ansari says, cannot enforce its writ anymore outside Delhi?
Good evening, Rajdeep ji, and good evening to all the panelists and viewers. For one, I have never maintained that there was any promise made. Whatever is discussed behind closed doors, it has a sanctity, and that privacy has to be maintained, and it must be maintained. The Congress party has never taken out any statement regarding that. So I will not say that there were promises made, but there were possibilities. I was certainly one of the 4 people who were asked to come to Delhi before the selection of the chief minister. And since then, the media has, it is true, been carrying this matter of 2.5 years each. And it has been very trying for me to meet up with the expectations of those who are probably expecting me to have the chance of working as the chief minister. And that is where things lie. The 2.5 period is certainly over. We have 8 months to go now for the elections. 6 months, less than 6 months before the code of conduct is enforced. So that is where the matter lies.
Therefore, do you empathize with Sachin Pilot, who claims that he deserves his due? Somewhere, let's be honest, you also feel you could get more. He also feels you could get more. Do you feel that the High Command needs to be more decisive, whether it's Rajasthan or Chhattisgarh?
It is not for me to comment on the High Command. I cannot have the temerity to comment on the High Command. I have to maintain limits of discipline and propriety. But there are these issues, and we have in charges in the states, and I feel that they are the ones who foremost should make sure that these sort of situations don't degenerate into issues where Jyotiraditya left the Congress party, the government, entire government in Madhya Pradesh fell. And that apart from the issue of the High Command, I also sincerely feel and genuinely feel that it is for us at the state level, or whichever level we work, whether it is the polling booth or the block level or the district level, it is for us to ensure, not put everything on the heads of the High Command, that whatever is to happen, the High Command will do it. We are responsible members of the party. We have to ensure equations between us remain workmanlike, and there are no occasions where fingers could be pointed that these people are fighting for whatever.
In a way, this is also being seen as a generational issue, and I want to take that to Anil Antony, the son of A.K. Antony, who, remember, only last week left the Congress and joined the BJP. Anil was a young social media cell representative of the Congress. Anil, is this a generational issue? A younger generation in the Congress getting impatient because, well, all of you are the sons and children of politicians, and many of you believe you are entitled immediately to be given posts and positions as your parents got. In your case, A.K. Antony, in Sachin's case, Rajesh Pilot. Is this a generational battle, a battle between those who feel that they are entitled to become, to get leadership positions in what is seen by some as a dynastical party?
See, Rajdeep, again, like I previously mentioned, this is not about any positions, this is not about any titles. This is a question of, this is not about any parliamentary titles. This is not about any of these things. I am talking about a scenario within a party where so many stalwarts who had contributed decades, 3, 4, 5 decades, to a couple of decades, to people who had just started, they all feel that inside the party you are not having a scenario where people with certain kind of skill sets, people with certain kind of experiences and even thought processes cannot function because they are not required in the party. Because right now what the party requires are a bunch of other kind of people whose only job should be to forward the interest of 1 or 2 individuals in certain manner and not on any broad causes. So I'm sure, I can't speak for Sachin. Sachin will have to do it himself. And I can't speak for the Congress party also. I have left the party. But I can sympathize with what Sachin is feeling, because I don't think this is a case of a CM-ship or anything like that. He was the deputy CM, he was the PCC president, he resigned from these roles. But if you dispassionately analyze Sachin's scenario, this is actually, I would say, maybe one of the rare leaders who are left in the party, who are in their 40s, late 40s, who has some kind of national standing. And do you think that somebody like that has been used in any manner which is befitting his stature or his capability? No, like what I have seen.
You know, in a way you're saying that the party doesn't recognize talent or merit. Sanjay Jha, someone who was suspended from the Congress, who claims he is a congressman by heart, by soul, by spirit. Do you agree with Anil Antony somewhere with what he just said? That the Congress doesn't know how to recognize talent and merit. Shashi Tharoor contests against Mallikarjun Kharge. What next? He loses and he's virtually been pushed to the sidelines. He's not seen anymore as a frontline leader campaigning out there for your party, let's say in Karnataka as a star campaigner. All the attention seems to be around Rahul Gandhi. The images that we have seen today in Wayanad, it's all about how do we ensure the reinvention, the resurrection of Rahul Gandhi, not how do we reward other talent right along the line. Other people who may be in their 40s and 50s, who may be just as talented, capable, not being given a break.
Rajdeep, I'm ideologically Congress. I believe the Congress represents the idea of India. And no matter what my problems with the Congress, I can never join any other political party. I'm making it public on your program. But you know, the reason why I think the Congress struggles, why an Anil Antony leaves, or some other people in the party are disgruntled, is only one reason. I think the Congress has forgotten to respect its talent. And I can tell you what distinguishes one TV channel from another. Why is one corporate better than the other? Why is one political party better than the other? It's the people that you have. I remember Mr. Dev is here on the show as well, Anil is here as well. In 2014, we got whacked out in the general elections. But we all believed that we had enormous talent. I mean, that was the big differentiator against the BJP. But when you allow people to leave and you are like, you know, they're leaving, it's okay, I think that's a terrible approach to have, because it makes you complacent. Because yes, there is no denying you still have people like Mr. Dev, you still have a Sachin and a Gehlot and other people in Rajasthan. So it's good to have a problem of plenty. But if you begin to disrespect them, at some point they walk away. And that's how today I think the BJP is beginning to neutralize that advantage that the Congress had.
But the Congress will turn around and say Sachin Pilot was made an MP in his 20s, became a minister also in his late 20s, early 30s. I mean, he's had his due. The Congress party believes that you have to wait your turn. You can't get it overnight.
Rajdeep, can I tell you something? The world has changed. You know, if you ask me, you know, people like us have become older, but when people call me a very young man in politics, I'm almost amused, because I believe the politics of the country must represent the demography of India. And I do feel that if you're 35 and you're good to be a prime minister, why not? You know, there's a logic of why 25 years is the year to become a member of parliament in the Lok Sabha, which means you're fit to be even a prime minister if required. So I think we are just being very stuck up on these age-old paradigms. The Congress needs to basically be less fossilized and become a more radical, bold, decision-making party.